In the middle of celebrating the US women's football team's tremendous World Cup win, a reminder of their other struggle that's still underway: the fight for equal pay. In March, the team filed a lawsuit against US Soccer, arguing they were facing institutionalized gender discrimination. In the most glaring example of the pay gap, the women will receive $75,000 for making the US team, $115,000 for winning, and $60,000 for playing in the 4-game victory tour after the World Cup. The men, who failed to even qualify for the last World Cup, would have received more than $195,000 just for advancing to the knockout stage.
We don't want it to become an us versus them thing. We just want to be treated equally under the law and paid fairly and have equal working conditions.
But now the US Soccer Federation says it actually pays the women's team more. In an open letter, President Carlos Cordero praised the team's performance, but said US Soccer paid $34.1 million to the women, compared with $26.4 million to the men. He also argued that millions of dollars were invested in the team and youth programs over a 10-year period, and that the men's team generated more revenue per match than the women. The women's team's run at the World Cup drew record audiences, and their outspokenness has brought greater public and political pressure as the case heads to mediation. 50 members of Congress signed a petition to the Federation, and a bill has been put forward to stop any federal funding for the 2026 Men's World Cup, co-hosted by the US, until the women receive fair pay. Unsurprisingly, the players have not received the letter well. A representative for the team labelled the conclusions as utterly false.
The numbers the United States Soccer Federation uses are utterly false, which, among other things, inappropriately include the National Women's Soccer League salaries of the players to inflate the women's players' compensation. Any apples-to-apples comparison shows that the men earn far more than the women.
Direct comparisons between salaries are difficult because they're based on the team's different collective bargaining agreements, and the women say that revenues have also been affected by the Federation's unequal marketing and management. The pressure is piling on the Federation to act, and at this point, it will take more than a letter for the female squad to back down.